office, at our house, or anyone known to us who doesn't have a bank account, we must tell him, spread this message that he should go to the bank, open a bank account. No one will say no to him. Now the whole atmosphere has changed. And number two is the CSR, for financial literacy. We have made CSR for financial literacy as one of the items covered under the Companies Act. So any one of you, any enterprise, any company, corporate house, they can start financial literacy with the banks or on their own. We can help them. So that is also part of your CSR. So if you can do these two things, I think that will help us in achieving our goal and meeting the objectives of, these are the national objectives. So that will go a long way. Thank you very much. I close for now.
Thank you, Mr. Sandhu, for that. May I request you to just stay on a little while longer for a short fireside chat. Ladies and gentlemen, before we start our panel, I'd like to call back on stage CNBC TV 18's Lata Venkatesh for a short fireside chat with Mr. Sandhu. Thank you.
Am I enabled? Vocally, not maybe only financially. Okay, vocally enabled. Thank you very much, Mr. Sandhu. I'm asking you questions, some skeptical questions on the Jan Dhan Yojana, not because of any lack of faith. It's because we have so much faith that we are organizing this kind of almost a literacy program to propagate the message of financial inclusion. But some doubts that have come over the past 3 or 4 months, or maybe last 1.5 months. A large number of accounts, or at least some of the accounts we understand, have been opened by people who already have accounts, especially in the urban areas, and not only in the urban areas, on the simple desire that 4 or 5 months down the line they are going to get 5,000 rupees for free. Now, is there any number that you have of unbanked people getting banked by the Jan Dhan Yojana?
Yeah, the surveys that we have conducted and RBI has conducted. RBI has conducted a survey of 10 districts, and what they have found is that 68% of these people who have opened accounts, they have come for the first time. So it is the RBI survey. Our own survey, the kind of survey that the banks are doing, that shows 75%. That 75% of the people, they have come for the first time. So the people who have opened second, third account, that has been done in the initial rush. When the program was started, that time everyone thought that it's better to have more than one account. So even the banks, the branches, they also didn't understand this. So they also allowed them to open second, third account. But now they are all, telling them, educating them that there is no point of opening second, third account. One account is enough, because ultimately the money from the government schemes will be flowing into only one account, and you keep that account intact.
Fair point. What about the government using that for direct benefit transfers? I'll tell you where the bankers came from. Bankers whom we have been speaking to on financial inclusion, on no-frills account, usually complain that yes, the account is open. Then what? Because most people are not using that account. They're usually people with hand-to-mouth existence, or it is the distance which forbids them. But for various reasons, practically 75% of the accounts are absolutely unused. But they get used when the state transfers money through that account. So where are you on DBT? Are you progressing with the states or with your own transfers, NREGS, rapidly, equivalently along with Jan Dhan?
Yeah. Now, so far as central government is concerned, it has been decided already that the LPG subsidy transfer is going to take place from 15th of November. So we are preparing for that. So the first step in that direction is the LPG subsidy transfer. 15th of November is the date when we are going to start that. It has been announced. It has been, all preparations are being done for that. So that is number one. Number two is we have linked overdraft facility with the savings. So if you want overdraft facility, you should have savings in your account. And number three is the NREGS payments. So these are being done by the states. 3-4 states, they have already started, and other states are also, they are beginning to
Which
start.
are the states, sir?
what I can remember is Rajasthan is one, Madhya Pradesh is the second one, and there's a third state which I don't remember. So 3 states, they have already started this.
You have reasonable guarantee that the other states will follow?
They will also.
I mean, these are
Yes,
India states.
because they were doing it earlier also, but now what we are telling them is they were doing it through post offices, through the banks. So, because the post offices, they are not on CBS, and whereas our payments are going on the electronic mode, on the CBS platform, so now many of these accounts are being opened in the banks and the payments will be going there.
Well, more in terms of a linked question. 6 banks at the moment don't have chairman, and I think now a 7th one has joined yesterday, or I think 8 banks now. With this October 30th, Punjab National Bank and Oriental Bank Commerce also join the ranks of banks without chairman. Obviously, the process is being overhauled. What is being overhauled? Is the composition of the selection committee overhauled? Is the methodology being overhauled?
Yeah, you see, very soon these banks will have their chairman, CMDs, and the selection procedure is being changed somewhat so that there is more transparency, more objectivity that is being brought into the system. So with that in place now, maybe within a month's time, we will have the chairman.
A little more elaboration, because from an audience point of view, from an investor point of view, the interest is to know how soon the reappointments will happen and how will they happen. Is it that the composition is now, governor's nominee, yourself, the Financial Services Secretary, and 2 external experts? Is that composition going to change, or is it something else?
That composition will remain. Maybe there is addition of some more experts to that. And our time frame is about a month. So within a month, we will have new chairman selected.
Okay. Is there some way in which you're taking feedback? Is that why the process has been changed, to take more feedback about your candidates?
Yeah, feedback, we are taking feedback also.
Okay.
The 360-degree feedback is being taken. That has already been taken. So that will be, of course, there. Apart from that, more objectivity in evaluation of their performance and how do they fare in the interviews. So that will also.
So it's formalized, is it? The feedback and even the ranking, the grading.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the bigger issue appears to be that you're looking at even changing the composition of the boards. When you last spoke to us, you said that you're looking at bank board composition also getting changed. Anything on those lines?
Yes, the quality of the directors there, that will undergo a change. So
you'll add qualifications?
We'll add some qualifications. We'll there also add some filtering process, and so that will also continue.
Okay. You said last time that when chairman may be appointed, you may give them fixed tenures or longer tenures.
Yes.
So when you give us the new selection process, will that also come?
No, that will happen from the next batch, not this batch. Because this batch is basically a repeat of what has been done earlier. So next batch, which will take place shortly afterwards, for the next year, from that batch, we will have a different set of parameters.
A former finance secretary was telling our channel that sometimes these allegations of corruption or even the avenues of corruption happen in the appointment of chairman because the expert committee only decides the people who qualify. They don't place. They don't say this gentleman goes to PNB, this gentleman goes to Oriental Bank of Commerce. They only say who qualifies. Will the board be given, will the selection committee now also place, or will they only select?
Well, there are certain things which we can leave from the interview.
Well, just a few more things. You said LPG DBT starts on November 15th. Is there any further direct benefit transfer? Because LPG, let's face it, is not going to the unbanked anyway. They must be using largely, kerosene cooking medium or some other cooking medium. If you want DBT, direct benefit transfer, to be linked to the new unbanked accounts, some other transfers will also have to go. For instance, even, food transfers, food stamps or fuel transfers. Is that also in the cards? I mean, diesel or kerosene?
Yes, definitely. So this is the first step, because the LPG system, to some extent, it has already evolved. So it is very easy to now start that, and once that has been started, then the other schemes will follow. Definitely, that will happen.
Okay. Any timetable for that? I mean, does it
No,
happen
no, there is no
first
timetable.
April or
No,
a year
once-
from now?
No, within a year, I think, much before that.
Okay,
That will
before
happen.
that you will start experimenting with this
Yes,
as well.
yes.
Okay, since you gave us a news item that the small bank guidelines are going to come in very quickly, is it a week, is it 2 weeks, is it a month?
Yeah, I think it's a matter of days now. They are almost finalized. Now they have come to us, so we have to issue. Maybe next week they will go from here. So any day now. Any
Okay,
day.
and that payment banks follow immediately?
They will follow. Yeah, they are also in the final stages of preparation. So that will also follow after that.
All right. I'm being told that I will have to hurry because we also have a small panel discussion. I would be very happy if you stayed on with us, Mr. Sandhu, and let me invite the other members of the panel as
Thank
well.
you so much.
They're largely bankers, sir, so if you can sit
Yeah.
on. We are going to field questions on Jan Dhan Yojana. So if I can
Thank
invite the panel as well. Thank you very much, sir, for this discussion. But no, please.
Have to sit here? Okay.
I only wanted to thank you for joining us for the interview. May I invite the other members